Hello everyone, welcome to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph and this is episode 5 of Orwell. In the previous episode we found out that a hacker named Initiate is getting involved in the group, and also we got a whole bunch of information on a user called Concern1 who happens to be Nina Maternova. So let's see if we can tie any of them somewhere to the bombings. We had a new terrorist assault, unfortunately, at the Circle Mall. So I had to make a choice between a proposal of Harrison O'Donnell on protesting a government building, and then Nina Maternova wanted to protest a mall. And since Harrison O'Donnell is one of the leaders of the group, I picked his ID, and then the bomb went off in the Circle Mall. So yeah. Let's see, is this something I've read already? I think I have. So what's going on? Oh yeah, I can take a look at the computer of Nina. That's right, that's what I was going to do. And there is a picture of her son Michael, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Michael. Private. Okay, so you know, if we were to marry and have children, it would be really funny if my name was Molly. Whoa, wait a sec, you're getting a bit ahead of things. You know I like to plan ahead. Yeah, you do like that. I really like Nina as a name though. Why Molly? Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. Come again? Obladi, oblada, the Beals. Don't tell me you don't know that. You're the oldie lexicon impersonated. I have to admit I never was such a Beatles fan. More on the Rolling Stones side of the road. Okay, that's a major gap in your knowledge. You're aware of that. Why, I do know the song. There was something about a bra in there, wasn't there? Jeez, it's not about a bra. In a couple of years they have built a home sweet home with a couple of kids running in the yard of Desmond and Molly Schwartz. I like the idea, me too. You don't have a problem with kids being the center of my life, do you? Not at all, but I guess you'll have to go and change your name first. Maybe I will. Okay. Everything we found on Miss Maternova just shows a single mother trying to make ends meet for her son. That seems to be her primary motivation, and it's an admirable one at that. One that does not mix well with terrorist ambitions. Well, you know, we haven't seen everything yet. So that was Desmophile. Squad, so she seems to be an army veteran. That's worthy of in-depth research. Yes, it is. What kind of experience does she have? Okay. What else is there? There is Michael. Okay. There is an apology and an offer from Abraham. Nina, I would like to offer you my sincerest apologies. It was not my intent to denounce you in front of the members of Thought, or worse, basically everyone. After all, what we do or say online persists like a minefield, as I wrote in an early blog post. I should have been more considerate. Your actions at the Circle Mall have turned out to be very different to what I had anticipated them to be. But that was hardly your fault, it was mine. Instead of passing judgment on you, I would like to offer my help. From my impressions, I would assume you are someone whose life so far has been troubled to say the least. Although it might not seem obvious, I have a rather moving background as well. As they put it, it takes one to know one. I would suggest we have a talk about how we might assist each other best. Okay. So, and then... yeah, that's a good question, Symes. I'll get on to that very soon. We need to get that one going. Who knows, that's maybe also another hit. And then there is the minefield. The mines of data have been laid out all around the web. It's irreversible. It's up to us to arm or not arm them. Dear reader, we are faulty beings. We make mistakes everywhere we go. Our most valuable trait may be the ability to keep forgetting, for the sake of our wrongdoers as much as ourselves. But oblivion is not built into digital data. Information is infinitely durable. Even more so, it's infinitely reproducible. It may be copied and distributed without limitations. Its permanent deletion can never be ensured. Our data is like a minefield lying in wait, dormant, long after the war it was meant for has passed. Yet not losing a fraction of its potential to destroy lives, only increasing its potential. We are the ones who arm the minefield, use it malevolently. To me, this is the most intimidating inhuman aspect of data. That our missteps will be brought up again and again, that they will be turned into a most efficient weapon and used against us, that we will have to be flawless. And then there is a guest that says, I read your post and had to think that this is a very negative way to think. Are you trying to say publishing our data is inherently bad and we should avoid it? Because as I see it, we just don't have to give away the truth. Data is, let's call it volatile. Flexible, no one forces us to be honest. Quite the contrary, we can be anyone we want to be. My friend, I do not think publishing our data is inherently bad. Information is in everything, and as always, it is our choice what to do with the data. It is its unnatural longevity and persistence the digital age has given information that worry me. Trying to bend the information we give away is admirable, but I consider it a bit naive. We cannot uphold being someone else forever. True self will always shine true by our actions, our choices, and that is information as well. Okay, and then there was one more, which was do not read. Okay, let's go back to Nina here. So I guess you disregarded the subject and went straight to reading this utterly embarrassing mail nonetheless. I knew you would. Well, don't tell me if I didn't warn you. I've never written a text like this in my entire life, so I hope you'll be clement with me. Our backpacking trip along the Italian northwest coast has been amazing, brilliant, the best one I have ever been on. And that was not due to the sun, even though it was blazing all 10 magnificent days through. It was not due to the rocky coastline with its endlessly serpentine roads winding up and down the cliffs, and not due to the picturesque villages alongside of them we passed through. It was due to you being there with me that made me enjoy every single second of it. I mean, just remember the one time we wanted to have a photo of us taken, and the only person around was that elderly Italian woman. She didn't understand a word of what we wanted and kept shrugging and shaking her head. I had to bite my tongue so hard not to burst out in laughter. But you, cool as you are, just walked over to her, gave her your broadest smile, put the camera in her hand and the finger on a shutter release, then ran back to me to make absolutely sure she wouldn't take pictures of just me. It's funny how this one of all the shots made for the best photo of the entire trip, don't you think? Every cell in me wants to just backspace all of this letter and not send it, but at the same time I just want you to read it and know how I feel about you. Seems you have passed the patented Desmond Schwartz relationship test. So I might as well write down what I've been trying to say all the time here. I love you. Aww. Alright, so she has a boyfriend, apparently. Let's see, can we find something here? CCTV Stelligan. She searched for... That's an odd thing to search for when you don't have something sinister in mind. This vaguely associates Nina with the Stelligan assault. If we could associate Miss Maternova with the two other sites, well, that would make for a very compelling case indeed. Yeah. So we've been there already. And then there's something in the trash. Application as housekeeper. Dear Mrs. Maternova, thanks for your application. I'm sad to inform you that we have decided on another candidate. Okay. So she wants to apply as a housekeeper and she leaves her phone number. Okay, we're gonna use that one for something. What else is there? Request regarding a job. We are glad to inform you that we will indeed be able to meet your request. Please be present at the operating site around 4 p.m. on both days. Take over the Freedom Plaza shift on April 11th and 12th from 4 to 8. So is that the day of the... Ooh, on the day of the assault. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Now we are getting somewhere. Yes, it connects her to the bombing location. That makes 2 locations she's tied to. We will have a very solid case if we make that 3. Application as a mechanic. Let's see, there is nothing specific here. So thank you for your interest in working with us. As we receive numerous applications every day for each position, we are required to refuse most of them. Fortunately, we have chosen another applicant who fits the position slightly better. Okay, so that is her PC. So let's see. Oh yeah, we have the military file. So let's use the military picture. Why not? And she is from the combat engineers. Okay, so does that mean that she can manufacture bombs, maybe? Former combat engineer with a bravery medal. All right. Seems to have come a long way from being such a honorable person. Well, you know, we don't know if she's not honorable yet. I mean... Oh! Okay, so she enlisted. She was assigned to the 5th Light Infantry Battalion. She completed basic training. She specialized in combat engineering. She was assigned to the 1st Combat Engineer Battalion, promoted to specialist in a foreign mission in 2007, promoted to corporal in 2008, and given a bravery medal for saving multiple comrade and civilian lives. Promoted to sergeant in 2010, in charge of Squad Alpha. Another foreign mission in 2011, wounded in combat. Considered AWOL in 2011, but she returned to the barracks. And she received a dishonorable discharge for being AWOL with voluntary return. That is a severe punishment. Did you know this puts her on the same level as any other previously convicted felon? I see. So, what can we find about all this? The safety bill, along with a set of further entitlements, allow the army of the nation to be deployed in the homeland whenever needed. This paved the way for the mission Kerberos, intended to secure and evacuate densely populated areas in case of a large-scale terrorist attack. To be able to achieve this, several divisions of the army have received special training and are on standby at all times. Fortunately, Kerberos has remained dormant to date. So she wasn't involved in that. Let's see if she was in the purges. The aftermath of the 2006 military coup quickly spiraled the one-time democratic model country purges into chaos. The rebel movement forces of the true purges declared war on the newly formed government under General Demjan Kassaert, which led to a long-lasting and bloody civil conflict until the army of the nation was finally greenlit to intervene and de-escalate the situation. Realizing they were unable to stand a chance in an open struggle, the FDP changed their strategy to terrorism. Under the impression of being involved in an unwinnable skirmish, the previous government of the nation terminated the purges intervention mission, ultimately leading to the fatal event known as the Incident of 2008. With the new government elected in 2009, the Purges intervention mission was immediately resumed under a new name, the Purges Peacekeeping Mission, as it's now known. Proceeded to once again secure and rebuild Purgesian society and infrastructure. Alright, so there is a conflict with one data chunk. So here, the 1st Combat Engineer Battalion was tasked with mine clearance, it seems. Okay. Border patrols. So with a massive uncontrolled influx of refugees from purges into the nation, arrangements had to be made to take control of the situation. As a consequence, the army of the nation was forced to secure the border with continuous patrols, adding a number of checkpoints. Well, you could just get a couple of billion of whatever your currency is and build a wall. Then there is the Ustafakia drug inhibition. The nation of Ustafakia gained notoriety for its thriving business in illegal drugs, primarily heroin. As such, it also hosts some of the most influential and dangerous cartels in the world, who tend to sell their differences in the Ustafakian streets by armed force. The police force of Ustafakia finds itself overwhelmed by the sheer brutality of the cartels often display. To make things worse, law enforcement staff are often found to be either corrupt or to have been severely intimidated by the cartels. In 2015, the government decided, in order to stabilize the country and inhibit the drug trafficking into the nation, the army of the nation would offer support to the local forces in a bid to eradicate all traces of the criminal trafficking trade. Alright. Then there is the mission Stable Ustafakia. As an extension of the Ustafakia drug inhibition, the mission Stable Ustafakia focuses on the support and direct protection of the citizens who are endangered by the cartel wars. Another focus is on wiping out corruption in public departments, such as the law enforcement. Okay. And then we have the Gentrian Flood Aid. After torrential week-long rainstorms during the 2016 fall, Gentria saw one of the worst floods within its recorded history. Nearly 1,000 people died, and over 800,000 others were left homeless. Without hesitation, the army of the nation was sent in to help aid the survivors with the distribution of supplies and rebuilding their most basic infrastructure. Okay, so she was in one of those places. So this is infrastructure maintenance, and the other one was it the purchase peacekeeping mission? Yes, and here it's mine clearance. which one do we have to pick? That's a good question. Okay, so there is one more part. Remember the Lost. Let's see if there is someone here that we recognize. Is it? Ah, yeah, there is a Desmond Schwartz there. Boyfriend killed on 2011 military mission. I see. So we're sanctioned by the current government. As much as I hate to say it, it definitely provides motivation to hate the government. Let's find more to back that up. Yeah, so they're looking for cyber protection experts. General Hartman considers the activation of Kerberos, so the threefold terrorist attacks on Bonton has led General Hartman to openly consider a temporary activation of Mission Kerberos. This would mean a constant presence of military forces within the capital to safeguard public places. It may seem like an admittance that our security measures so far are not enough, but it is the option to go for if we want safety, Hartman stated in regard of the considered activation. Soon after the statement had been released, the Ministry of Security published an official notice to the Ministry of Defense asking to withhold the activation of Kerberos for now. The notice was soon accepted by the Ministry of Defense, rendering General Hartman's consideration obsolete. Oh boy. Okay, so what... oh yeah, the address. So this is 347 Industrial Quarters. That's the medical database, and this is 667 Bonton Road. So if she wants to work, then I'm assuming that this would be the address that she uses. There is a conflict. Oh, there is multiple addresses. 776 Bonton Road. So, okay. And then there is show conflict. So what is the other one then? That's that one. And the second one. Okay. Yeah, so which is the correct one? That is going to suck if I pick the wrong one there. There is something more here as well, it seems. Oh yeah, so that is that address exactly. And the party projects. What's going on here at the party projects? It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. Safety bill prevents Nina from getting a job. Oh, now we're getting close. Yes, that must suck. And then her boyfriend is killed. So, I mean, previously I was sure that the only thing important was her child, but with this new insight, we cannot ignore the possibility she might be out for revenge. Yes. Yes, that is correct. But now we have to pick something. Okay, I'm gonna pick that she has tasked with mine clearance, just in case that she is able to, just in case that is in fact the case. We know now enough on Miss Mother Nova's background. So are we gonna pick this address? it's like if you want a job, then this would be the right address, yeah? So you're giving this address so that people send you mail. It would make more sense that this one is correct than the one in the medical database, I think, unless, of course, the medical database reads it from your ID card. I'm gonna go for this one, and I hope I didn't mess that up. I really hope I didn't mess that up. Alright, so Nina's on the phone. Hey again, Nina, it's Sylv. How's it going? Are you feeling better? Yeah, somewhat finally, after spending the whole last week in bed. Oh good, I can still bring Michael around though. Do you want... No thanks, I'm gonna pick him up in an hour or so. Would that be okay? Yeah, of course, I promised to go to the playground with him. That's fine, I'll pick Michael up from the corner at Orchard Drive. Yes, okay. Great, thanks again. See you in an hour. See you, Nina. Okay. And there is something about stayed at home sick over the past week. So that's probably a cover so that she could place the bombs if she is in fact involved. Recent jobs and ratings for... oh boy. Yeah, here we go. Did an okay job at the Circle Mall. So here is the third location. Oh, Nina, you are busted. You are busted, I think. We now have been able to associate Miss Maternova with every bombing location. Her whereabouts are hereby clarified. Things are not looking good for her. That's it, you found all we need to know. Let's see, her knowledge about explosives might have helped her build the bombs. There's evidence to suggest she has a strong reason to hate the safety bill. And we could associate her with every single bombing location and prove she was present at the correct time of one. Seems we found our prime suspect. This is grounds for arrest. Well done. I will need a moment to talk to my superiors. I'll get back to you. Keep observing Miss Maternova for activity. Browser history. So the computer went offline all of a sudden. And she is calling with Harrison. Hey Harry, are you there? Oh please, is my name Ebenezer Scrooge? Why do all the ghosts of Christmas past suddenly come to haunt me? Harry, I don't have time for this. I have a problem here. I need your tech knowledge. Why doesn't anyone ever ask me about my problems? But alright, what is it? I just came home. Oh, she caught us again. I had left my PC switched on this morning. I just tried to look something up online and suddenly it went all haywire and my security app popped up with like a million warnings of outside intrusion. So I pulled the plug. Sounds like you already fixed the problem. So yeah, this Orwell thing is very handy, but it's not very discreet, it seems. It's the second time that we've been caught. Thing is, I got contacted by a very strange guy earlier. I think he was some kind of hacker. He said you had sent him my way and now he's hacking my goddamn PC. Jeez, this guy is a nuisance. I think that guy actually broke into my bank account as well. I was contacted by that guy as well. He was babbling about everything that we had done in the past. Claimed he would give our stuff away to the cops. You know, the usual stuff. He told you that as well? What did you do? I told him to piss off. Who do you take me for? Do you think he really has something? I need to be sure doesn't have a thing. Even if that guy had something, have you gotten your hands dirty lately? I need to get out of here. Ooh, let's upload that real quickly. We cannot let our main suspect escape. I will assemble an intervention team immediately. We'll start creating roadblocks. I'll inform the intervention team that she should move in aggressively, as you found out she might react violently. Since her device is offline, we'll have to start at her home. Thankfully, we already know her address. Oh no, go through her communication. Maybe she will hint at places she goes when she isn't at home. Forward anything of importance to me at once. I'll brief the intervention team accordingly. Well, she's gonna pick up her son. Don't mess this up. I'm getting nervous already. Okay, now she's calling Juliet. Oh boy, she's calling everyone. This is getting intense. I like it. Welcome to Rosen Tech. Yeah, hey Juliet. Thank God you're working right now. I called your mobile but couldn't get a hold of you. Can we talk? I'm all alone here, catching up on work. Is everything okay? I don't have much time. There is this psycho coming for me. He has been stalking me for days. What do you mean, psycho? I can't explain right now. Will you help me? Of course, but how? Do you know somewhere safe that my son and I can lay low for a while? I don't know. Come on, Juliet, you've got to think of something, please. Okay, I think I know a place. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's the home of... No, wait, don't say it. I think he might be listening. What? How? This guy's a hacker. He's already gone through my computer and I'm pretty sure he's listening to my calls. Are you kidding me? You mean like maybe listening right now? Just don't say anything that will give my location away. Better safe than sorry. Just help me get out of here. Bit late for that now. He knows where I work. Give me a sec, gonna pack some stuff. I'm bringing my gun. Whoa. Are you looking to get yourself killed? If someone is listening to this, they know you're armed and dangerous. Yeah, and if I don't bring protection, I'm going to be dead anyway. Okay, everything is packed up. No sign of him yet. I'm getting out of here while I still got luck on my side. Whew. I'm outside, can't see anyone suspicious. Are you actually sure someone is coming? I had enough. There's been enough shit to suggest that someone is coming to ruin my day. Okay, let's get you right out of town then. Juliet, I've got to do something important first. I've got to pick up my son. I can't leave him behind. Where is... Oh no, wait, don't say it, just go for it. We already know where that is, okay? Thank God it's raining like hell. Can barely see 10 feet in front of you. I can slip away. Won't be long. I'm on the move. Be safe. I'll stay here and work out how to get you out. Thank you. Oh boy. So they are actually on the route now to pick her up. I hope blah. So who's this guy wiretapping your calls? Really? You can tell me it's okay? I might have effed up. I mean, look, you don't need to know who is after me. There's no reason. You're not doing anything illegal by helping me, and I want to keep you safe. Sorry, this is getting to me. It's okay, Nina. Almost there? Is the intervention team gonna be on time? I'll put my phone... Oh shit. That guy is in front of the house. How did he know where I was going? We didn't say anything. Forget about him. Yeah, right. Leave him, he's gonna be fine. I'm not leaving him. I'm going in. Don't do it, please. It's not gonna end well. It's worth it. What the hell are you doing? Not going down without a fight, that's what? You're not gonna get... Uh-oh. I lost connection to the officers at the scene. What the... I need my connection back now. Looks like they were successful, however our target, she didn't make it. There was a shootout. After the first shots, the team returned fire. I told them to go in aggressively. I thought it was the right thing to do. I didn't want this to happen. Is this call still on? Who is writing at the worst possible time? I just want to be done with this horrible day. Can you check the mail, please? Yes, so an employer just rated you, okay. Nina, I'm truly sorry for having drawn the investigators' attention to you, but frankly you overstepped the boundaries of our agreement. The bombs were meant as a warning, a beacon of remembrance to our message that the thoughts must always be free. They were not meant to kill. Once again, you disappoint me with your insurmountable hatred and rage. What? Abraham knew about it? I can't believe we just found this. Can you? They work together on this madness, but why? I still don't get it. This changes everything. We must find Abraham Goldfels tomorrow. Before we'll need some rest. It has been one hell of a day. You may log out now. Okay. So, with this, I'm going to end the episode. Again, this was very intense actually. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat. This will be the end of another episode if we are logging out. So what do we know? Well, there was a third bombing at the mall. We found Nina Maternova being the last remaining member of Thought. And the primary suspect was killed in an attempt to make an arrest. So Nina was considered an explosives expert, and we could associate her with every location of the bombing, yes. So she was, an intervention team was sent in, but she was armed and unfortunately got killed. Then there is Initiate, who has been hacking into some places. He tried to hack Orwell as well, and he tried to hack the party website, which was averted. We have Juliet, who just made a phone call to Nina, or who was actually on the phone with Nina when she was killed. So that's gonna be a bit of a traumatic experience probably when she finds out that Nina is dead. Abraham Goldfels out of nowhere is the one who was okay with the bombings apparently. And Harrison O'Donnell has condemned the bombings because he's writing for the National Beholder, the local news, or the national newspaper basically. So I'm gonna end the episode here. If you enjoyed it, by all means hit that like button. If you would like to follow along, because it looks like this game is gearing up a little bit now. Like it's going faster. There is, or at least it feels like there is a time limit to uploading some of that information. Not sure if that's the case, but in any case, they do a really good job to make you feel that things are urgent and you need to upload information as quickly as possible. And they're really good at upping the tension. So I'm really enjoying this game so far. So if you would like to follow along with the rest of the adventure, then hit that subscribe button as well. And as always, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.